other than just breaking my GoPro mount, we're doing pretty well right now. You guys are still stuck up there, but if you fall off, God bless. You are now watching Farming with Duffy Ag. Welcome back to the channel. Things are going together here now. So it's got the chopper coming together. Just got some more parts, waiting on one thing for it. Charging the AC on the dump truck, so cold air. But we'll get the cutter housing, or the drum, in here. And then I can get the feeder housing ready and get that in. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll be in a decent boat by the end of the day. So appreciate you guys watching along, but we'll dive into this. It's in, just got to do the bolts. Probably put lock washers because remember we lost one. Put belts, get that all set. I'm gonna work on this first, bring it over to the shop, and just weld this back, weld this nicely so we don't have any issues, and probably fix the bolts here, tighten that chain a little bit. That should be good then. A little more. Yep. Got that seal for this gearbox where it was leaking out of. Seal didn't look all that bad, but we'll switch it out. I did get the snap ring just in case that was funky. Snap, it looks good though. So we'll keep that for a later event. But yeah, new seal. I think it had a little leak by, nothing too crazy, but I figured as long as I'm there, we're gonna change it. So we'll tap it back in there and be good. That honestly went, I don't know, 10 seconds it was in, so that was cool. All right, I guess I'll drain that out and then we'll get it up there and then I'll refill it once it's up there. But we gotta do that and we gotta do the shaft. And then, yeah, we can get things rocking and rolling. Got it sharpening up. My bushings didn't show up, which is annoying. Everything else is showing up. So I haven't put the spout. I might put it in and then deal. But we're hooked up here. Still got to do the front cover here. Knives are sharp. Got all the belts worked out. Gearbox in. Put too much oil in the gearbox. It's leaking out some. So we'll have to drain some of that out. Yeah, everything's back in. That's all tight. Should be good there. So what we ended up doing on this, and I got some work left to do on it, but we're gonna pick it up, bring it back over. I welded the inside of everything so it's clean. One little spot there. I got these springs to replace still. Put a new bolt in there because it was missing. Yeah, that needs to get a little tight. Can't do much more, I don't think, on that. But yeah, other than the seal over there and the springs and putting it back on, this should be pretty good to go. Grease. Took off all the grease lines that were on it. Those were more of a pain. Put grease fittings back in it. So drop the hay head. Time to finish up this front. Spit out that junk grass, because when the blower messed up, we shut right down. So change those springs, put the shield on, put the seal in that, connect everything up. Fix all my oil. You see the grip underneath. All the lines for the spout are not connected right now, so up and down, twist, that's all disconnected, so it's leaking by slowly. But I was hoping those bushings would come in, but I'll probably end up tightening everything up, and then we'll have to take the spout back off and put the bushings in. Yeah, these springs are starting to get shot. Putting the new springs in the front was an absolute game changer. I'm gonna put this pulley back on here, which is actually, this is what applies to run the head. So the forward motion, or actually engage it at all. So that's spinning when you engage it, which is the cutter housing. And then this pushes down from that piston and then engages the rest of it. Okay, well, we'll get there. Nothing's rubbing yet, but I can see. I gotta put the cotter pins in that. Gotta get a new belt for this ordered. Forgot about that today. Also got to put this shield on, which, yep, one pin. We should have a snap piece somewhere for it. And these guards are very crucial because when you don't put them on, you can eat up belts pretty quickly. So they keep the belts in line, so when you engage it, it doesn't destroy everything, which is not that much fun. Let me tell you about it. Actually, trust me, it's not that much fun. There we go. That one's in. This one goes right there. Gotta find a pin. There we go. It used to be attached to there, but as you know, we lost the other one, so there it is. We should take this off because it just gets in the way and people get nervous of what it does. Plus it was wearing out. Right there, you can see it's all worn. Throw that in the trash. Alrighty, so this has to come off. And we're putting new springs and bolts in that so that we don't wear it and snap that one off. You'll see when I take it off. Other than just breaking my GoPro mount, we're doing pretty well right now. You guys are still stuck up there, but if you fall off, God bless. Old one, you can, I guess you can't see as much. Can you see that? That it's all worn? Yeah, when that breaks off, it makes a lot of headaches. Stuff doesn't go the way it should, so. New one. Swap them out. We gotta actually pick that up. We gotta get you a new mount because I do have more mounts, but you guys might fall off some things. Yep. Yeah. So just screw that back in. I did get new bolts, but everything here looks so good that we're gonna keep sending it. There we go. Time for the other side. Well, if you remember, we wrapped up some grass around the header, well, the pickup PTO shaft. I guess I can't turn that because it's all locked in anyways. But, so that ruins the seals, wraps up some grass, and then they leak. I was buying them like one at a time, but now I got 5. So we're gonna swap that one out, put this one in. I don't know if this is the 5th one I've done. Mine doesn't have the shaft cover over it, and that's a part that's obsolete. Thought about trying to make one with some like perforated pipe or something like that, but we'll get that back in there, and it goes in, and then there's a cover. Let me show you the hole. There's a cover that is meant to hold it in and help guard it from that accidents, but it happens. They're cheap enough, but it's, yeah, draining all the oil out of this is not a fun time when you're in the field and it's leaking out. Well, alrighty, I need 2 hands for that, so I'll put that in. I got everything greased. We got both of them changed for the springs. These were new earlier. Just gotta, well, I can't put that shield on because I need another hand putting the belt on that goes back to the kernel processor. So those 2 ribs right there, they have a belt that goes back to a shaft that goes across that then goes to the kernel processor. But I do got to put the pan on. Well, the pan's on, I just got to bolt it up, and then I got some AC to charge. We got to check why the lights don't work. It's supposed to frickin' pour tomorrow, so we'll see what we get into. We do have to start green chopping corn because it's well, we're out of it. We'll be out of it tomorrow. So even though I chopped more tons last year than we ever have, we were short on grass because of last year, and that put us behind. So I'm trying to get ahead. Getting around to working on our charging issue. So, well, somebody had put Sawzall blades in it at one point, and I just left them in it. But I did get the 80 amp fuses back in, so switching those out. Sawzall blades work good too, but clearly you can see. So, over here, which is pretty embarrassing, the actual alternator belt is pretty much smoked. Like there's, and I'm working in the light, so excuse me wandering around, and I'm not wearing a head mount. Everybody, GoPros at night are like hit or miss as far as the quality of things. But let me switch over here, not block the light too much. Yeah, well, that is yeah, probably not helping, and this belt's on its way out. I hate not using cloth belts. This has been on here since new. I had cooling issues, and I bought a set of belts locally, and they never helped, and I finally bought cloth belts, and I could tighten the hell out of them, and that was a good thing. This is tightened all the way, so I'll have to get a belt locally, and then I'll order a cloth belt to go there. I'm sure it's actually, I don't know if it's a Mercedes belt or not. The belts are actually cloth belts, but getting parts for this motor, usually the dealership has to dig into a Mercedes book to get it, since this is a V8 422A Mercedes twin turboed. Yeah, there's 2 turb skis there. So But alrighty, that's where I'm at right now. It is absolutely dark. It's gonna rain tomorrow. Let me turn you around. But the cutter housing is other than the cover, because we got to put the belt on. I got to put the belt on. Other than that, I believe everything up front here is good to go. Got it all figured out. So I got the spout to do, and yeah, pretty much the spout and this charging issue, and then put the corn head on, and we got a little bit of work to do on the corn head. I did get some 680 Loctite, and we got to get a bearing tomorrow. Like I said, it's gonna rain all day, so I'm hoping I can get some projects done that I have to get into the shop and whatnot. Like I don't know, maybe I could back the truck up close enough that I can do the tail lights, and we got to do some tractor trailer stuff. Yeah, that's gonna not fit in any shop. Someday I'm gonna have a shop big enough to fit semis in and work inside and work out of the environment, but it won't be tomorrow. Won't be for a little bit, I don't think. But appreciate you guys watching along. Yeah, some chopper fun, and we're gonna get into this, and hopefully on Friday, so today is Wednesday, Friday we'll start chopping. Austin Jeremiah, who came last year, he's back down. My brother's got some of his guys, they're gonna run, and yeah, we'll see what goes on and where we get to. Hopefully it's smooth. I need something to go smooth, right? Appreciate you guys watching, liking, subscribing, being part of all this. I'm excited for some action. Been a lot of wrenching, and I like running stuff and it actually going smooth, and I do like chopping corn, but yeah, it's stressful too. A lot of things to orchestrate, and a lot of things that can go wrong. But appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next video.